on WABJ News. The election race is still red hot. We'll tell you what some young voters have to say about it.
And the latest on merging several D.C. area schools.
Hello and welcome to WABJ News, broadcasting from the Just Opened Museum. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ryan Arendo.
And I'm Elijah Jones. Here's what's happening.
The fiery presidential race shows no signs of cooling off as the candidates continue to battle through the primaries. Arizona Senator John McCain has the Republican nomination all sewn up, while Democratic rivals Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama continue to slug it out in the primaries, hoping to win enough delegates to secure their party's nomination.
The close race between Clinton and Obama is capturing voters' attention from the youngest to the oldest, and the year's contest is also making history. Not only will it crown the first black or first female on top of the ticket, but the young voters are revved up to play a key role. Are you registered to vote in this year's election?
Yes.
All right. Okay, who have you planned on voting for in this year's presidential election and why?
Barack Obama, because we need a first African-American president to run this country.
Okay, so what got you wanting to vote in this presidential election since it's your first time? This is a lot of young people's first time. What got you motivated to do it this time?
I really don't like Hillary Clinton, and I want to make sure that she does not become president or get anywhere near our government.
All right, so I'm just going to go around. Who do you all plan on voting for?
I think Hillary Clinton.
And why?
I think her healthcare plan is more realistic, I guess, and I think she would do a good job. I think she would get things done.
Okay, and you?
Probably Obama.
And why?
I don't know. I think he seems like the one who'd be most likely to actually make a change in the government, and I think that's what we need.
And you?
Obama, because I think we need a fresh face in the White House, and I think he can provide the motivation that this country needs right now.
Who do you plan on voting for?
I plan on voting for Obama.
And why?
I would like to see an African American in office.
Well, this is the first election I can actually vote in, and I mean, I don't know, because I think everybody hated the president for so long. Everyone's just really excited for someone new, and they really want to make sure that it counts this time, because they see what happens when people don't vote and people don't pay attention. So.
Well, I voted in the primary for John McCain, and I plan to vote for him again in the presidential election. I feel he has the experience necessary to run the country. He has a strong military background. He's a Republican with good morals, good values, and I agree with him on a lot of his positions.
How do you feel about, being able to participate in making a difference?
I feel good. This is one of the elections that's going to go down in history. So I'm feeling nice that I get the chance to vote.
All right, so what do you think is inspiring these youth to be involved today?
Because they see that by not being involved, what they miss out on, and if you're not involved, you can't complain.
I think it's really cool. I feel like, hopefully if in this election more young people will vote, because it's so important and so different this time. I think it will be around. So I think it's really exciting, and I can't wait.
Political experts expect this year's election to go down as one of the most hotly contested races since the 60s, a time when war in Vietnam, the youth counterculture, and deep divisions between liberals and conservatives were major tipping points.
That's an interesting point you make, Elijah. So do you believe the young voters will actually come out and cast their ballots?
The young voters I spoke with sounded very committed. I believe most of them will come out and vote.
Thanks, Elijah. Well, closer to home, some news weighing heavily on D.C. leaders these days concerns the city's public school system. The system is going through big changes. Chancellor Michelle Rhee is moving forward with plans to consolidate or even close 23 schools with low enrollment and poor facilities. Students will be reassigned to schools in their district.
The plan has generated a mix of emotions among parents, community residents, and students.
Well, I don't think she should be closing schools, because that wouldn't be right for the people, because they got to move out and go to other schools, and they were probably comfortable where they at. But I also understand what they were saying when they said that it wasn't enough people in the school and they can't keep paying for it because that costs too much money.
Still, Mayor Adrian Fenty believes the plan will leave D.C. school children better off.
What do you say to those parents who are concerned about their children having to travel a greater distance to their new schools?
Well, I mean, we hear a lot of that. So what we tried to do was to make sure that the schools that were consolidated were close to each other. So it shouldn't be that much of an additional travel burden, but you'll see a lot more resources at the school, which I think is the #1 issue parents are concerned about.
The school closings and consolidations have already begun and are expected to be completed within 2 years.
Coming up next, we have an exclusive interview with Delegate Eleanor Holmes Norton, and we take a look inside Washington's newest museum. Stay with us.